when you are out exploring the breathtaking scenes of Istanbul. Capturing every detail matters. As a long-time 24 to 70 user, I know this range is a ultimate workhorse. Recently, I upgraded to Sigma 24 to 70 DGDN Mark II, and I have put it through its paces across the Istanbul streets. Here's my take on whether this lens worth the upgrade or not. I have been a fan of Sigma 24 to 70 for years, but the first version had some few drawbacks. First, the weight, and the second is the dust particle gets into the lens. And that's when this new Sigma 24 to 70 DGDN2 comes in. It's lighter, it's little compact, and boasts improved dust and weather sealing. But how much better is it really? We will talk about this in a while. So let's talk about the build quality first. Sigma Art 24 to 70 version 2, it has more redefined design. The weight has been shoved off like 100 grams, but it really feels. And the build quality is solid and premium. If I say so, it's better built than Sony owns GM lenses. I own few. Besides all these good materials and magnesium alloy and whatever it is, it still feels very light. I mean, you cannot say very light, but it's decent if you compare it side by side with version 1. The weather sealing has also been improved with redefined gasket to keep dust and moisture outside. And it's a game changer for travel photographers. The zoom and focus ring are smooth with the right amount of resistance, I can say. And now you have a aperture ring as well, which I never uses. But I like it as a part of a design, and you can declick it as well, which is a blessing for videographers who want a smooth transition in their exposure or maybe f-stop. You have also got this focus switch and also AFL programmable button and a zoom lock to prevent lens creep. These are small changes, but these changes makes a huge difference when you are in field. Istanbul was the perfect place to put this lens to the test. It's vibrant, it's dynamic and full of life. Exactly the kind of environment where 24-70mm shines. I use it for everything from wide-angle shots of beautiful mosque or close-up of street vendors. The lens handled it beautifully. What really stood out to me was the sharpness. Even wide open at 2.8, the details are sharp edge to edge. And I also did some low light shooting, of course, and the results were impressive. The image was sharp with minimal noise, and the bokeh was smooth and quite pleasing. As someone who shoots videos, I appreciate these small improvements here. The lighter weight made handheld shooting much easier. The focus breathing is minimal, which is great for professional work, but it is there. Autofocus is fast and reliable. Whether I was shooting street scenes or fast moving subjects or focusing in low light, the lens nailed focus consistently. And the focus is pretty quiet, which is plus for videos. One of my biggest complaint with version 1 was how easily it attracts the dust, especially in dry and windy conditions. My lens was full of dust particles from inside. The R2 held up remarkably so well so far. This upgrade is alone worth considering for outdoor photographers, in my opinion. The reduced weight might not sound much on a paper, but it makes noticeable difference when you are carrying your gear all day. Less of a burden, and it paired beautifully with my Sony FX3 and A7 IV. The 24 to 70 range is versatile, and this lens reminded me why it's my go-to travel lens. Whether it's wide landscape, close-up portraits, or shooting in dimly lit bazaars, it handled everything effortlessly. The f2.8 aperture creates a beautiful bokeh, giving my shots professional touch, although I'm not a professional. So how does it stack up with version 1? It's not side-by-side comparison, but person like me who used that lens for around like 5 years, I can say few things. First thing is the weight. Definitely it feels lighter. And the second thing is improved weather sealing. No dust particles so far. And the performance enhancement is a clear winner. I can very well compare it with my previous one in focus area. But that said, if you already own version 1 and you don't have these issues, especially the dust particle ones, then this upgrade is not essential for you. So let's sum it up. Here are some pros and cons. And here are some pros. It's lighter and more travel friendly. Dust resistance has improved significantly. The aperture ring and customizable buttons add versatility because you have two now. Sharpness and autofocus is as good as ever. Now the cons. The biggest drawback I felt with this lens is I cannot use it on my top-down shots. You can only use it at 24mm or 70mm because when it is all closed down, you can lock it so it stays at 24mm. And when you open it to 70mm, it's the end of the barrel and it doesn't move anywhere else. But if you're trying to put it in between 24 to 70, let's say 35mm, this lens starts rolling down. Maybe you can see it start slowly, it start rolling down. By the time you end up your video, it's going to be full zoomed in to 70 mm, and that's a big bummer for me. Maybe they add some sort of resistance in the zoom ring, like I guess 24 to 70 Sony GM2 did it. It has some button, I guess. Maybe I have seen it somewhere, but with that button you can add some resistance. If they add some resistance sort of button in next upgrade, that will be very good. That will make it like 100% awesome lens. And the second con is price. They have increased the price from version 1. It's more expensive now. So to wrap it up, Sigma 24 to 70 DGD and version 2 is worthy successor. It's lighter, it's tougher, and it performs like a champ in real world. For travel and professional photographers, it's a reliable companion which won't let you down. So was the upgrade worth for me? Absolutely yes. But what do you think? Let me know in comments. If you already own version 1 and you don't have this dust problem, you might not feel to upgrade. So I guess this is it for today. I hope you liked today's video. If you liked today's video, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Till then, peace.